Beneath California's golden skies and whispering palm trees, the unthinkable is happening. That paradise you dreamed of, the ocean views, the suburban serenity, the effortless wealth, is no longer just teetering. It's on the verge of a full-blown housing collapse. In 2025, the very cities that once symbolized success, where homes soared past $1 million, now seeing values plummet, demand vanish, and financial regret set in overnight. This isn't just a cool down, it's a terrifying reckoning. Are you ready for the truth? Because these are the 10 California cities you must avoid before the bubble unleashes its full fury. We're diving deep into the grim data, where prices are in free fall, where listings are piling up, and where your dream home could become a financial nightmare. Today, Discover the Nation unveils the cities at the epicenter of California's impending housing crash. If you're ready for the insights that could save your financial future, gently hit that subscribe button to Discover the Nation. Your support powers these vital investigations. Let's begin.
Number 10, Porter Ranch. This affluent, master-planned community in the San Fernando Valley is known for its sprawling homes, gated enclaves, and picturesque hillside views. It symbolized the comfortable, upscale California suburban dream. But in 2025, even Porter Ranch is beginning to show significant cracks, signaling that its high-flying housing market is facing an unexpected and painful downturn, threatening to unravel years of soaring property values. In 2022, the median home price in Porter Ranch had soared to around $1.1 million, fueled by its desirability and the general LA housing boom. But in 2025, that figure is visibly sliding, with neighborhoods already experiencing 3 to 5% price drops year over year. For a community with such high property values, even this seemingly small percentage translates to a brutal loss of $33,000 to $55,000 in value for the typical homeowner, creating immediate regret for recent buyers who believed in endless appreciation. Properties that once vanished in under a month are now sitting for an average of 45 to 55 days, accumulating multiple price cuts. Sellers are increasingly desperate, slashing initial asking prices by $50,000 to $100,000 to stay competitive in a rapidly cooling environment. One of the main culprits? Stubbornly high mortgage rates, stuck near 7%. The payment on an average Porter Ranch home exceeds $7,300 per month before taxes and insurance. This is simply pricing out entire swaths of would-be buyers. Add in high property taxes, around 1.1% in LA County, and rising insurance costs, especially in hillside fire zones, and the total burden balloons fast. Bottom line, Porter Ranch still looks pristine, but its housing market is flickering, its shine fading fast under the weight of rising costs, dwindling demand, and mounting unsold inventory, hinting at a larger correction to come. Number 9 is Palos Verdes. This exclusive peninsula, renowned for its breathtaking ocean bluffs, panoramic views of the Pacific, and sprawling luxury estates, is the epitome of elite Southern California living. But in 2025, even Palos Verdes, seemingly above the fray, is starting to show significant signs of market strain, hinting at a potentially dramatic correction in its high-end real estate, where its immense value is becoming its vulnerability, threatening a fall from grace. The median home price here now sits at an eye-popping $2.5 million, having climbed over 30% in recent years. And those prices come with very real and very high monthly consequences. A buyer putting down 20% and financing at today's 7% mortgage rate is looking at payments of approximately $16,600 per month before taxes, specialized insurance, and maintenance. Property taxes tack on an extra $27,500 per year. But the truly unique financial specter here is insurance and ongoing geological risk. Given its dramatic cliffside terrain, properties in Palos Verdes can face substantial premiums for landslide, earthquake, and wildfire insurance, easily surpassing $6,000 to $10,000 annually. Even with the community's immense prestige, buyers are clearly hesitating. Homes now spend over 60 days on the market, double the average seen during the 2020 to 2022 boom. Inventory has ticked up, and price reductions are commonplace, often in the six-figure range. Agents report an increasing number of sellers trying to offload before prices dip further, especially those with adjustable-rate mortgages resetting to painful levels. The buyer pool for homes priced above $2 million is narrowing fast in 2025. Many former buyers are now priced out or waiting for rate relief or simply choosing less risky locales. Unless interest rates drop or buyer confidence surges, this community is perched on the edge of an unsustainable pricing cliff, hinting at a painful recalibration of its luxury bubble.
Number 8. The San Fernando Valley. This vast, iconic stretch of northern Los Angeles County, encompassing diverse cities from affluent Encino to family-friendly Northridge, was once a cornerstone of the Southern California dream. It promised more space than Central LA and a vibrant suburban life. But in 2025, the San Fernando Valley's housing market is facing a profound reckoning, with prices teetering on the edge of a significant crash, turning its dream into a widespread nightmare for countless residents across its varied communities. The median home price across the San Fernando Valley now hovers around a daunting $950,000, having seen substantial appreciation during the pandemic as buyers sought more space. A buyer putting down 20% and financing at today's 7% mortgage rate is looking at monthly payments of approximately $6,300 for principal and interest. Property taxes, averaging around 1.1% in Los Angeles County, tack on an extra $10,450 per year. And homeowners insurance, especially crucial given fire risks in hillside-adjacent areas, can add thousands more annually. Combined, the total cost to own a median home here easily pushes past $90,000 a year, a truly unsustainable sum for many. If you're finding this crucial information for understanding California's market shifts, please gently hit that subscribe button to discover the nation. Your support powers our in-depth investigations. Inventory has ticked up, and price reductions are becoming commonplace across its many neighborhoods, often in the 5- and 6-figure range. The buyer pool, once robust, is shrinking as high borrowing costs and stretched affordability lead to widespread hesitation. Unless interest rates drop sharply or incomes surge dramatically, this sprawling region is perched on the edge of an unsustainable pricing cliff, hinting at a painful and widespread market correction. Number 7. Irvine, long hailed as a safe, clean, and master-planned model city, has transformed into one of California's most dangerously inflated housing markets in 2025. With a median home price still reaching a jaw-dropping $1.5 million, the dream of home ownership in Irvine has become virtually unreachable and profoundly risky for average Californians, signaling a potential collapse of its meticulously planned prosperity. That price represents a nearly 30% increase since 2019, despite recent signs of buyer fatigue and softening demand. A typical buyer today faces a monthly mortgage payment of over $10,000 after putting 20% down, $300,000. Property taxes on a home of that value total around $16,500 per year, and homeowners insurance adds another $3,000, more in certain fire risk zones. That's nearly $130,000 in annual housing costs for a median-priced home. Compare that to Irvine's median household income, which is around $120,000, and you get a price-to-income ratio of over 12-to-1, an unsustainable level by any historical standard. Inventory is on the rise in 2025, with listings up 35% year over year. Homes that once sold within 10 days are now sitting for more than 55, and nearly half of Irvine's active listings have undergone price reductions, some slashed by $100,000 or more. Irvine's rental market is also experiencing turbulence. While a two-bedroom apartment still commands over $3,400 a month, that's not enough to justify the sky-high purchase prices for investors relying on rental income. Many landlords who bought during the market's peak are now seeing negative cash flow, particularly those using adjustable-rate mortgages. With high prices, falling affordability, weakening demand, and rising inventory, Irvine is a textbook example of a housing market that has outpaced economic fundamentals.
Number 6. San Clemente. San Clemente, proudly dubbed the Spanish Village by the Sea, is a coastal gem in South Orange County known for its red tile roofs, surf culture, and panoramic Pacific views. It's the very image of the Californian dream come alive. But in 2025, this sun-soaked paradise is sitting on a real estate bubble that's not just deflating, it's visibly nearing a breaking point, making it one of California's most financially precarious coastal markets, signaling an impending crash. Median home prices have climbed to a staggering $1.72 million, up over 45% since 2019, placing it among the most expensive non-metropolitan coastal markets in California. For today's buyer, that price point demands an almost impossible down payment of nearly $344,000. And the monthly mortgage payments? They top $11,500 at a 7% interest rate. Add in $18,900 annually in property taxes and a crushing $4,500 for insurance, especially crucial in a region increasingly exposed to sea level rise and coastal erosion, and you're paying close to $180,000 a year just to own a median home. But price alone isn't the issue. The market's very health is eroding. San Clemente's market is seeing demand slow dramatically. Average days on market have climbed past 63, a chilling sign of buyer hesitation. And sellers are now routinely slashing asking prices by $100,000 to $200,000. Investors who scooped up properties during the pandemic frenzy are discovering that even at $4,000 to $4,500 in monthly rent, they're falling critically short of covering mortgage payments, HOA fees, and property upkeep. If interest rates stay high and buyer hesitancy continues, San Clemente may tragically become a case study in what happens when a coastal boom town gets priced beyond its fundamentals. Number 5. Dana Point. Dana Point is a postcard-worthy coastal paradise perched on dramatic cliffs with ocean views, yacht harbors, and some of the most beautiful shorelines in Southern California. But for all its natural charm, Dana Point's housing market in 2025 is treading into dangerous bubble territory, where its immense beauty is matched by profound financial risk, signaling a significant price collapse. The median home prices surged to a lofty $1.7 million, pricing out even many upper-middle-class families. That translates to a monthly mortgage of approximately $11,300 with a 7% interest rate and 20% down, excluding taxes and insurance. Once you add in the $18,700 in annual property taxes and around $4,500 for insurance, thanks to its coastal location and fire risks, the cost to own a median home in Dana Point exceeds $160,000 per year. And this doesn't include HOA fees, which often run $350 to $700 per month for ocean view condos or gated communities. In total, some homeowners are paying over $180,000 per year just to maintain their lifestyle. Despite all this, sales activity is softening. Days on market have increased to over 60, a dramatic shift from the pandemic frenzy when homes were snatched up in days. Over 45% of listings have experienced price cuts, many slashed by $100,000 or more. Dana Point relies heavily on tourism and hospitality, which can be volatile in economic downturns. Many short-term rental owners are now trying to exit, flooding the market with inventory. Combine that with fewer international buyers and tighter lending standards, and you have the makings of a localized housing correction. While Dana Point will always be beautiful, in 2025, it's becoming financially out of reach for the vast majority. Unless interest rates drop sharply or income growth surges, many buyers may be priced out, and current owners could see values plateau or even dip.
Number 4. Riverside. Once widely touted as the affordable LA and a supposed refuge for those priced out of coastal cities, the Inland Empire was seen as a pathway to the California dream. But in 2025, even Riverside, with its history as a ground zero in the 2008 crash, is now facing a brutal, accelerating downturn that signals a severe market collapse. Its previous boom has set the stage for a painful reckoning. Median prices here recently hovered around $575,000, but are now visibly down 5 to 7% year over year, pushing the median to around $550,000. That's a significant loss of over $35,000 on a typical home, a brutal reversal after 40% growth during the pandemic. The real problem tearing through Riverside's market? An overwhelming inventory surge. Listings are up a staggering 55% compared to last year,
creating an extreme surplus that demand simply cannot absorb. Homes that once vanished in days are now sitting for over 50 days, with over 35% of all listings experiencing multiple price cuts. New home builders who flooded the outskirts with supply are now adding to the glut, leaving completed homes empty. The buy now or be priced out forever era is definitively dead here. If you're finding this crucial information for understanding California's market shifts, please gently hit that subscribe button to discover the nation. Your support powers our in-depth investigations. If prices keep slipping and inventory continues to balloon, Riverside's once radiant real estate glow could tragically fade for good in 2025, leaving a trail of financial regret for those who bought into its fleeting dream. Number 3. Santa Clarita. This sprawling, family-friendly valley city nestled in northern Los Angeles County was once considered a haven for commuters seeking more space and perceived value away from the dense urban core. Its master-planned communities and appealing lifestyle drove immense growth. But in 2025, Santa Clarita has transformed into an increasingly perilous landscape, with its housing market showing clear signs of a coming crash, where its rapid expansion has become its downfall. The median home price in Santa Clarita had soared to around $750,000. But now that figure is visibly sliding, with analysts predicting an 8 to 12% price drop year over year. For a widespread suburban community, even that percentage translates to a brutal loss of $60,000 to $90,000 in value for the typical homeowner, creating significant regret for recent buyers. The market's red flags are stark. Inventory is up a staggering 38% year over year, meaning there are far more homes on the market than interested buyers. Properties that once vanished in under a month are now sitting for an average of 60 to 70 days, accumulating multiple price cuts. Sellers are increasingly desperate, slashing initial asking prices to stay competitive in a rapidly cooling environment. Stubbornly high mortgage rates, stuck near 7%, mean the payment on an average Santa Clarita home exceeds $5,000 per month, with 20% down, before taxes and HOAs. This is pricing out entire swaths of would-be buyers. Add in high property taxes, around 1.2% in LA County, and rising insurance costs, and the total burden balloons fast. Bottom line, Santa Clarita still has its family appeal, but its housing market is cracking under the weight of unsustainable growth, dwindling demand, and mounting unsold inventory.
Number 2. Laguna Niguel. This affluent Orange County coastal suburb, celebrated for its ocean views, master-planned communities, and access to some of Southern California's most beautiful beaches, has long epitomized the desirable, high-end lifestyle. But in 2025, Laguna Niguel's housing market is sitting on a real estate bubble that's nearing a breaking point, making it one of California's most financially precarious coastal markets. Median home prices have climbed to a staggering $1.4 million, up over 35% since 2019, placing it firmly among California's most expensive non-metropolitan coastal markets. For today's buyer, that price point demands an almost impossible down payment of nearly $280,000. And the monthly mortgage payments? They top $9,300 at a 7% interest rate. Add in $15,400 annually in property taxes and roughly $4,000 for insurance, especially crucial given its coastal location and wildfire risks, and you're paying close to $130,000 a year just to own a median home. But price alone isn't the issue. Laguna Niguel's market is seeing demand slow dramatically. Average days on market have climbed past 65, a chilling sign of buyer hesitation, and sellers are now routinely slashing asking prices by $100,000 to $250,000. Inventory is rising, particularly in the luxury condo and second home markets, where out-of-state buyers are disappearing due to high borrowing costs and economic uncertainty. Worse yet, the rental market is cooling as well. While the scenery remains unbeatable, the housing economics no longer add up. If interest rates stay high and buyer hesitancy continues, Laguna Niguel may become a case study in what happens when a coastal boomtown gets priced beyond its fundamentals.
Number 1. Long Beach. This vibrant coastal city, known for its diverse neighborhoods, bustling port, and unique blend of urban energy and beach appeal, was once seen as a more accessible entry point to the Southern California dream. But in 2025, Long Beach is now showing the clearest and most alarming signs of a market teetering on the edge of a full-blown collapse, where its very desirability is now its brutal undoing, cementing its place as the worst. In 2022, the median home price in Long Beach had soared to around $720,000. But in 2025, that figure is visibly plummeting, with analysts predicting a devastating 10 to 15% price drop year over year. For a city with such high property values, that percentage translates to a brutal loss of $72,000 to $108,000 in value for the typical homeowner, creating immediate and profound regret for recent buyers. If you're finding this crucial information for understanding California's market risks, please gently hit that subscribe button to Discover the Nation. Your support helps us bring you more vital insights like this. The market's red flags are undeniable and pervasive. Inventory is up a staggering 60% year over year, meaning there are vastly more homes on the market than interested buyers. Properties that once vanished in under 3 weeks are now sitting for an agonizing 100 to 120 days, accumulating multiple deep price cuts. Sellers are increasingly desperate, slashing initial asking prices by $50,000 to $100,000 just to stay competitive in a rapidly cooling environment. One of the main culprits? Stubbornly high mortgage rates, stuck near 7%. The payment on an average Long Beach home now exceeds $4,800 per month, with 20% down, before taxes and insurance. This is simply pricing out entire swaths of would-be buyers. Add in high property taxes, around 1.25% in LA County, and rising insurance costs, and the total burden balloons fast. Bottom line, Long Beach still has its charm, but its housing market is not just flickering, its shine is tragically fading fast under the weight of unsustainable growth, dwindling demand, mounting unsold inventory, and widespread financial distress, making it the most vulnerable city for a crash in California in 2025. The message is clear. California's real estate landscape is shifting dramatically. Stay informed, stay vigilant. Its beaches still call, its skies are still blue, but beneath the sunshine, the cracks are showing, especially in the housing market. From Los Angeles to Sacramento, from once booming suburbs to iconic cities, buyers are waking up to a new reality. The same homes that soared in price just 2 years ago are now sinking. This isn't just a slowdown, it's a reckoning. Overbuilding, inflated pricing, sky-high insurance, and shaky rental returns have left many Californians and hopeful newcomers holding the bag. And in some cities, that bag is full of falling equity and rising regret. The American dream didn't disappear here, but it did get distorted. So if you're looking to buy in California, be cautious, be informed, be strategic. Not every palm tree hides a paradise. Some are planted in markets that won't recover for years. Don't forget to like this video, share it with anyone who needs to see this vital information, and of course, hit that subscribe button for more in-depth analyses from Discover the Nation. We'll see you in the next video, because sometimes knowing where not to buy can be the best investment decision of all.